I said, "Okay, a second mic over there." I think he picked it up and used it. I came in and I'm like, just so that we don't have to go back and forth. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. So let's try again. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to our Harrington 3rd and 4th grade concert. It's going to be a wonderful evening. For those of you who I don't know, you're probably few and far between at this point, but there might be some people who we are live streaming to who I haven't met. So I'm Jackie Daly, I'm the principal here at Harrington, and these concert evenings are some of my most joyful evenings. I love them. Students today did a kind of a rehearsal of sorts as a school concert, and they did a really great job. You're going to have a fabulous time tonight. So, I know they're getting ready. If you've gone through these routines with us before, we held on to some of the things that you might have done with Miss Carpenter in her concerts. Time for photography, get that out of the way, a little silly, and then we ask that you are a respectful audience, which we know you will be. You always are here at Harrington, but just be mindful of, please don't stand up and video and take pictures during the performance. But we are getting ready to roll. They're coming in. Give them a round of applause. This is our 3rd grade. All right, I had to remind 1st and 2nd grade families last week, you have to keep the applause going, because there's quite a few children, and the one at the very end needs as much applause as the one at the beginning. All right, keep going, keep going. We're almost at the end. All right, what a fabulous looking group, right? So now's the opportunity to, if you need to get in a location, take some great pictures, and I will do a countdown when it's time for you to get back into your seat and settle down. And stand up nice and tall, big smiles. If you see a family member or a friend out there, give them a big smile. So we're going to do a hand by your side, and it looks like recorders, you're holding them beautifully. Somebody taught you how to do that. I don't know who, but. All right, and of course, one silly photograph. So you can do a silly face, a silly pose. Go, if you want to do something silly, go for it. Oh, I see a few. All right, and I'm going to count down from 5, and I'm going to ask that you're back in your seats when I get to 0. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 0. You are so obedient. Look at you all, right back where you should be. We're going to take the lights down over the audience, and we are going to launch this wonderful evening. 3rd grade are going to kick us off. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Stephan.
Have my good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to our 3rd and 4th grade concert. My name is Xander Stephan. I'm the music teacher here at Harrington. Behind me are the absolutely wonderful 3rd graders, and they have spent months preparing for this night practicing their recorders. I'm sure a lot of you have been graced with their practicing since Thanksgiving break, and it is so amazing to see how far they've come. And maybe you even know a little bit of what's in store for you tonight. For our portion of the concert this evening, we're going to walk you through what it was like to learn recorder together with us over the year. Over the course of many months, we learned a lot of note names, a lot of fingerings, breath flow technique, practice habits, so much more. Our first song is a German lullaby called All Through the Night. This song was one of the first ones we learned together with our 3 foundation notes, B, A, and G. We're going to sing it for you first, and then play it on our recorders. This next song also includes those 3 foundational notes in the left hand, but is slightly different. In 3rd grade, we learn about we have the wonderful opportunity to visit the Lexington Symphony Orchestra to hear a whole bunch of different instruments and a whole bunch of different musical styles. We learn about the history of the orchestra and the development of the symphony. And one of the things we learned about, both there and in class, is a musical form called theme and variations. Theme and variations is when a composer writes a fairly simple melody and then tweaks it just a little bit so that every time he plays it again, it's a little bit new, it's a little bit unique, and it's a little bit different. Our next song may be one that you know, but I encourage you to try and find those differences. We're going to play the theme first and follow it with 3 different variations. And just like in a real orchestra concert, as the 3rd graders know, please hold your applause until we play all 3 different variations. One, 2, here we go. Our march variation. Our waltz variation. And my personal favorite, our calypso variation. So at this point in the year, the third graders have learned their foundation notes, B, A, and G, and they've learned them a lot faster than I thought they were going to, which is always a very wonderful thing to see as a music teacher. Which means we were able to add the next challenge. Our foundation notes only involve the left hand, and this next song finally gets the right hand to join in as we add our next note, low E. It's called B-A-G-E blues, and it's in the form of a 12-bar blues. The 12-bar blues is the foundation of a lot of early jazz and blues music, and it's a very popular musical form to practice improvisation over. You won't hear any improvisation tonight, but you will hear a repeat in this song. One, two, here you go. The next song that we learned together with a new note got the right hand involved even more. As we worked our way down the recorder to play D, a lot of new, more complicated songs were finally within our reach. The third graders learned this next song with very impressive speed and focus, and we are all 100% sure that you'll recognize this one. One, two, here you go. I'm sure you all recognize the classic, Old MacDonald Never Gets Old. We have one more song to play for you before we bring our fourth graders up to perform, and this one was our challenge song. In third grade, we also learned about another new musical form called verse and refrain. A lot of popular music nowadays is written in this musical form. In class, we learned how to sing a song called Rocky Mountain that was in verse and refrain, and I left it up to the musicians you'll hear to play this song on their own. We never learned this song together in class. The third graders who are going to play this on the recorder taught themselves at home. I am so impressed with the technique that they're using to push themselves down to the recorder's lowest note, C. All right, if you're playing our challenge song. 1, 2, here you go. Let's have one more big round of applause for our wonderful third graders. We're going to make a very quick but very big transition to get our wonderful fourth graders up here. If you could please remain in your seats, we will be underway with our second half very, very shortly. Thank you so much. Watch your feet, my friends. Thank you so much.
All right, just as they're getting transitioned here, what we're going to do is that reminder, we'll do the same thing. There will be a photograph opportunity for you. And again, we just ask, this is recorded. So what's great about that is that you'll get a version of the recording, but not this evening, no pressure, Dr. O'Connor, but shortly hereafter, you will get a recording of this evening, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about missing anything. All right, it looks like the fourth graders are getting prepared. We're going to do that same welcome that we did for third grade. And we are going to begin our applause right now. And the same request stands. Keep it going. All right, there's a few more. All right, audience, you are doing a great job of keeping that applause going. That's awesome. That's a lot of students. All right, so we're welcoming our fourth graders. I invite you to take that photograph. Fourth graders, stand up nice and tall, look out towards the audience, give a big smile, hands by your sides. All right, my favorite part is watching you all take the pictures. It's like the paparazzi. It's great. It makes them feel famous. They are tonight. All right, you know the drill. The countdown's coming. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I'm going to ask that you go back to your seats. And we are ready. I'm going to hand it over once again. Fourth grade.
Oh, hello again. Behind me on the risers are the wonderful fourth graders, and we have something very, very special to share with you tonight. Miss Viette's class, as I'm talking, let's get set up for our song. Go ahead. In fourth grade at Harrington, we learn about some different musical sections. These sections are introductions, interludes, and codas. Short musical sections that happen at the beginning, the middle, and the end of a song. Tonight's concert is the big final project for a big composition unit we do in fourth grade around these different musical sections. At the beginning of the year, all of these fourth grade classes learned 4 short songs to sing and play on the bar instruments in front of you. Each class was assigned a song, and they have spent the last few months working together in the music room to compose their own instrumental introduction, interlude, and coda for their assigned song. We had brainstorm days in which we heard and wrote down any idea the students had, and I mean any idea the students had. We had tryout days in which we tried out every idea and voted on whether we would keep the idea or say no thank you to that idea. And finally, we had rehearsal days in which we randomly assigned any fourth grade student 2 instrument parts for our composition. Throughout the unit, we talk about what it means for an idea to be appropriate for a piece, what it means to be leaders of a rehearsal, what it means to provide compliments and constructive feedback, and what it means to be focused and diligent as we practice our songs. We're going to start the second half of our concert tonight with a composition by students in Miss Viette's class. They will be performing Peace Like a River, which is an African-American spiritual that uses metaphors of water to talk about peace, love, and joy. I encourage you to find moments when Miss Viette's class had those themes in mind as they were composing their sections. Miss Viette's class, I believe we're only missing one of our friends tonight, correct? And we have that part covered? Very, very nice. All right.
3, 2, 1, go. One, two, ready, go. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Three, two, one, go.
What a wonderful way to start the second half of our concert. I hope you were able to hear their introductions, their interludes, and their codas, split apart only by the singing of our song 2 times. Our next song is one that is very near and dear to my heart. Miss Griffith's class, why don't we start to get set up for our song? Go ahead. This next song is very, very near and dear to my heart, and it makes me so happy and so proud to have such wonderful 4th graders perform it. Miss Griffith's class will be performing a Vietnamese folk song called Kia Con Bung Bang, which means roughly yellow butterfly. The melody of this song is the same as the well-known tune Frère Jacques, likely a result of Vietnam being a former French colony. And it's a tune that my mother used to sing growing up in Vietnam before she came here. The lyrics of this song roughly translate to, there yellow butterfly spreads its wings, takes its flight, we sit and watch. As soon as Miss Griffith's class is ready, we hope you enjoy their composition of Kia Con Bung Bang. All right, my friends, we're missing a handful of people. Is anybody looking around right now and being like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, let me. I'm missing too many people. I'm missing a person in my group.
Us. Does Anika do anything on her own?
Yeah, she plays. No.
But other people play
Juliet
tambourine.
does that too.
Okay. Juliet is here.
Bruce.
Yeah. Okay, Bruce is all good. Frank is all good. Emma, does she play anything on her own?
She plays kebabs.
Okay, cool. So we have that covered. And then Kaiti.
He plays 3 times.
Okay, but we have that covered too? Okay, awesome. Let's get started, my friends. Go ahead. Oh, Simran, go ahead.
One, two, here we go. One, two, here we go.
One of my personal favorites that we worked on this year, for sure. This next song is a fun little American folk song called Sing a Ling a Ling. We learned this song in class both for this concert, but also to learn our first new rhythm in 4th grade, a group of 16th minutes. Miss Scaffidi's class, come on down and get set up for your song. Miss Scaffidi's class has done an excellent job making this fun song unique by adding some of the 16th note rhythms and some interesting instruments into their composition. It's very, very clear that they took the theme of this song, how much fun singing can be, and put it into their composition. When they are all set, we hope you enjoy Sing a Ling a Ling. Miss Scaffidi's class definitely chose to include the largest number of instruments. But man, did they set it fast.
Dear friends, we sing a ling a ling with all our hearts to you. We hope there is something a ling a ling that we can do for you. In autumn, winter, spring a ling a ling, and all the whole year through. Ring a ling a ling, and sing a ling a ling, and sing a ling a ling for you. You, dear friends, we sing a ling a ling with all our hearts to you. We hope there is something a ling a ling that we can do for you. In autumn, winter, spring a ling a ling, and all the whole year through. Ring a ling a ling, and sing a ling a ling, and sing a ling a ling for you.
As Miss Capiti's class is cleaning up quickly and safely, we have one more song to perform for you tonight, and I would like to just thank so many people before wrapping this up with Miss Fitzgerald's class's song. I have to give a huge shout out to Dr. Julie Hackett, the superintendent of schools here, Miss Jackie Daly, our principal, Dr. Rory O'Connor. Let's have a big round of applause for our Harrington staff. A big shout out to Rati. I'm not sure where she is, but a big, oh, she's in the classroom. All right, big shout out to Rati, everybody. Big round of applause for her as well. Another thank you to Mr. Jared Caskey and Miss Angela Carpenter, the heads of the Performing Arts Coordinators here in Lexington Public Schools. Another big shout out to all of the members of our 3rd and 4th grade teams. Without them, this would not have been possible. Big shout out to them. And a huge thank you to Miss Jennifer Benassi, our administrative assistant, and all of the members of our Harrington custodial staff. I truly, truly could not do this. We could not do this without all of those wonderful people. Our last song this evening is a Jamaican folk song called Shake the Papaya Down. This song describes some work that was mainly in the Caribbean islands. Miss Fitzgerald's class, take a step down and let's set up our song. This work in the Caribbean islands in which people would climb up papaya trees and shake them until the fruit dropped down to the bottom. Miss Fitzgerald's class has done an amazing job creating an almost tropical environment with their composition. And we hope that you can pick out some of those choices. Thank you again so much for coming out tonight. And when Miss Fitzgerald's class is all ready, we hope you enjoy their performance of Shake the Papaya Down. I'm going to take it. Don't worry. We'll work it out. The tallest 4th grader you've ever seen.
Him. 1, 2, 3. Step in. Step in. Sweet, sweet papaya, fruit of the island, and all the words done, it's on the woodsins. If you would help me climb up the tall tree, shake the papaya down. One, two, here we go.
As a music teacher, when you get to step in and play some of these instruments, you watch your kids do it all day. Why can't you have a little bit of fun? Okay, now that our wonderful fourth graders are back on the risers, let's have another big round of applause for them.
All right. Just quickly, I'm sneaking in for a moment because all the thank yous just happened. So Mr. Stephan was so gracious to thank everybody else, but I think it's really important also that we thank him. Without him, this concert would not be happening. So let's give him a big round of applause as our third graders prepare to join us. And for those of you perhaps new to Harrington, you are aware or are not aware, but this is the first sort of concert series that he's doing here at Harrington. This is his first year with us, so that's even more impressive in my mind. Wonderful, very nice.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Enjoy the last song. I think they're ready.
I think we're all actually.
Yes.
My friends, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight for this wonderful third and fourth grade concert. To minimize traffic jams, here's how dismissal is going to work. If you are a parent of a third grader, please meet your child back in the back of the gym. They will be coming out that door, back in the corner. If you are a fourth grade parent, please stay kind of in the chairs on wood. Your child will come off the risers to you. A couple of my fourth grade friends have graciously volunteered to help me put all of these instruments away. So if you see some fourth graders frantically running back and forth, that's what they're doing. We just ask you that you kindly stay off the tiles so that none of our fourth graders bump into you. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, drive safely. Have a fantastic night. If you're a helper, you are moving quietly and safely. If you are not, good job. Have a good night. No, leave the bases for me. Leave the bases for me. Leave the bases for me.
That was very dangerous. You stepped into the hard instrument. Tickles up. Yes, and I'm gonna see you. Alright, sorry.
Oh my God.